Hello YouTube, my name is Dragonheart the Prince of Wales and welcome to my channel. Today I am bringing you the Battle on the Green Fork. This was an early battle of the War of the Five Kings and was actually the first battle to involve House Stark. Before I begin, I just want to publicly thank the modders for doing an amazing job with this mod. It has quickly become my favourite mod on Total War Attila. Also, if you enjoy these type of battle and lore hybrid videos, then you may enjoy the previous video which covered the Battle of the Golden Tooth. I will leave a link in the description for you. Okay, so following the Battle of the Golden Tooth, Jaime Lannister besieged Riverrun, while his father Tywin Lannister held the Ruby Ford that oversaw the Trident. Also, bonus lore, the Ruby Ford got its name from the rubies that fell off of Rhaegar Targaryen's armour when he was slain in Robert's rebellion. This was a very clever tactic by Tywin, as this forces Robb Stark, the newly crowned King of the North, to meet him head-on in a battlefield of his choosing. Robb, on the other hand, was able to negotiate a deal with Lord Walder Frey of the Twins. This deal was that Robb agreed to marry one of Walder's daughters so that his army could pass the twins and head straight for Riverrun to lift the siege. This was something Tywin had not anticipated. Robb's forces were also bolstered by 4,000 Frey troops. So the actual battle on the Green Fork was fought along the Green Fork on the River Trident, and there are two different interpretations of this battle. From the TV show perspective, this battle is featured in the first season of Game of Thrones and is on episode 9 titled Baelor. Robb sends about 2,000 troops as a diversionary force against a much larger Lannister army of about 30,000 troops. Robb is shown to have felt quite guilty at this decision, as he had basically sacrificed 2,000 men for Jaime Lannister. In the books though, this battle differs significantly. Robb places Lord Roose Bolton of House Bolton in charge of a smaller second army to fight Tywin at the Green Fork, while Robb rides with mostly cavalry to lift the siege at Riverrun. This is where we pick up the battle. Okay, so welcome to the battlefield. This is the Battle on the Green Fork, and here he is, Roose Bolton, the commander of this army. We're playing as the Boltons and the Starks for this one, and I've picked a map here. It's actually a river crossing in Carthage on Attila, but it's quite a nice sort of map to use for this kind of particular battle. Obviously, the River Trident being a river, of course, wanted to get a river kind of battle going. So we'll go through what we brought. Now, you'll be quite surprised when I show you why I've picked this army, but what we've got here, we've got some heavy cavalry lances. We've got two of them, and we've also, of course, got elite Bolton bannerman, tier 3, Roose Bolton himself, and his army is right here, or his unit is right here, rather. I've then got 4 units of spears. 4 spear units. I love the design of these, by the way. I love that in the show, I love it in the mod. That is just amazing. The flayed man on a big massive shield, we can barely see over the top of it, like that. Look at that soldier up there. I love it, okay? I'm just a big fan of it. I'm not even that big of a fan of the Boltons, but I just love the design of the shields and the units. We've then got Stark units at the front. Weak Stark bannermen, bows. Got a few bows. I've gone with the weak ones, obviously, because Robb would have kept all of his best troops with him, or would have kept the majority of them with him. We've got some bows here, Winterfell levies, got a few of them as well. We've also got crossbows on the end, some Stark crossbowmen. This is what they look like. Don't they look gorgeous? I think they do, and this guy agrees. He's even got a nice little beard as well. He's like, "Aye, aye." I can't do a Stark accent, a Yorkshire accent, unfortunately, but. If you know anybody that does, then they may have a voice acting gig on my channel. Anyway, we've got some common Stark bannermen, Winterfell levies, and we've got a few of them in the front line as well. So I'm going to start the battle. We're going to have the whole army go out. Now, the reason why I formed them like this, I've got all the Starks at the front and all the Boltons at the rear, is basically Roose Bolton would have not committed too many of his own troops. He would have tried to eliminate the Stark forces he had here that were loyal to the Starks. He's only in it for himself. That's the sort of main thing you have to take away from Roose Bolton. He doesn't really care about the Starks, as you know if you're a fan of the show or books and have seen a certain episode 9 of season 3, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But not a fan of the Starks is probably a weak term to use for that, but hey, that's what it's like. Now I've picked these. The aim will be to sort of not win the battle, that's why I've picked the Boltons. Plus we played as the Lannisters in the last battle. But it'll be to sort of weaken them enough and then sort of, you know, see how it goes. I want to try out some of these units anyway, so that's the first thing we're going to do. So, are they actually getting hit by my troops? I don't think they are. We'll use our missile troops then, our Stark missile troops, to try and soften up the Lannister army. I want to have a look at Tywin if we can as well. Let us zoom in. I love the look at these units, you see. Tywin Lannister I haven't seen yet in this mod, and I want to see him. There he is. Isn't he drop dead gorgeous? Oh, even with the sword, look at that. Tywin. Tywin. If I had a crossbow right now, I would do a Tyrion. Huzzah! The Lannisters always pay their debts. They got really cool troops as well. I showcased most of these in the last video, so have a look at the boss. Have a look at the last video to see a bit more of the Lannister troops. Oh, that does not look amazing. Okay, we've got some troops firing. Ooh, look at that! Oh, that's beautiful. Shield wall. Well, not so much, not a shield wall really, but actually it is. They are defending themselves. They are actively defending themselves against troops here. And our Stark troops are actually firing. Oh, we've killed quite a few of them actually, to be fair. So we're doing a good job here. We've actually weakened the javelins. We've killed 8 apparently. Looks like there's more than 8 to me. Who else have we killed? We've killed a few of them. So the Lancers will probably start. Oh, there we go. Their bows have come up and they're routed off the Stark troops here. Winterfell levies. So let's pick our troops, and now we're going to actually group lock these troops. They're going to go forward over there. Roose, on the other hand, he's going to probably march up his bows now. Roose is staying away from the battlefield. He'll do anything he can to not get killed, basically. Obviously, at the start of the video, I mentioned that the show and the books have very different kind of meanings to what actually happened in this battle. In the show, Robb commits 2,000 troops. That doesn't include Roose. And obviously, Robb feels guilty about this. Whereas in the actual books, Robb commits about sort of 17,000 or 17,500 sort of troops under Roose Bolton. Roose Bolton's command. I'll go over the details properly in the aftermath part of this video, but that was basically what would have happened. Tywin's got his army on lock and chain, basically. Look how well it's organised. He outnumbers us obviously as well. That's what would have happened. We're going to commit to see if we can rout a couple of units at least. Stark troops going in first, taking the brunt of it. Crossing has not been so successful. Roose not really showing much tactical nous either. I think, to be honest with you, a battle between Tywin and Roose, Tywin would win hands down most of the time anyway. Not to say Roose isn't cunning, he is. I mean, a cunning commander would have had a second army up here, or second portion of his troops up here, would have outflanked, and would have hit them on a two-pronged sort of attack with it. But this is our sort of interpretation of it. Okay, so they got the Bolton troops going in now. The Stark troops, some of them have pushed forward, but as you can see, the Lannisters being very, very good troops with a longbow are able just to sort of pick most of them off. We do have some Stark troops still alive here, but they are very much a weakened force now. So we've got the Bolton troops flying in. We can actually get some zoomed in stuff for this battle. Try and make this more visually appealing. Look at this. The pain and sight of the battle as you walk and the water's going in your face as the Boltons march to reinforce their Starks. Or is it to stab the Starks in the back? Who knows? I would not trust a Bolton behind me. Put it that way. Here go the Boltons now. Oh, he just got picked off. That guy back there just got picked off. Yeah, I just... If I could marry the Bolton shield, like if you could marry an object, then I think the Bolton shield might be my new wife. Got troops running away. Got more Bolton troops coming from further afield. Just the blood of battle there. See if we can have a look at Tywin. Tywin's actually in the middle. He hasn't lost any men. You wouldn't expect that. He keeps himself safe in this battle, of course. Just going to run away or to a safer place there. A big cluster point now of troops. Stark troops are in here. To be fair to the Bolton troops, they're holding their own, doing quite well. In the centre, bit of a clunch of troops by here now on the kind of choke point. And Roose is sitting here with his cav, and now he's thinking, do I outflank them and go around and try something, or do I call it a day? Because Roose would not want to commit his troops, and obviously that would be Roose's decision. But the battle's on his favour. He's outnumbered. He's at a safe distance. He could try and send some cav away. You've got to imagine that the cav he'd have near him, these two units by here, they probably would have been loyal bannermen of the Boltons, some of his closest advisors and whatnot, and they probably, you know, you wouldn't want to get them killed as well. You've got to think of people like Locke from the TV show. You know, he's close to the Boltons. People like that it would have been. Bolton troops though now they've got in. They got quite far. They're actually up against some levies by here melee, but they're not doing too well. They're actually getting completely obliterated now. And the Starks are getting obliterated by here as well. Balance of power on our end now is showing about 2,000 to about 800. So we've got, well, getting close to 1,000 of these killed. We would have killed about 1/3, which is probably an accurate representation. The actual casualties from the lore of the books, I think it was minimal losses on about every flank of the Lannisters. So that more or less keeps that up. True, our losses are probably fairly accurate right now as well. And we've got more levies firing. And I think by this point, the Bolton troops that are left in the battle probably would start to rout by now. They probably would have had enough and withdraw. Although I can't find the withdraw button. That's a bit weird. I thought this game had a withdraw button. I am a bit confused right now. But these three would have not stuck around. They would have withdrawn. I don't know if I can find the withdraw button though. Am I just totally missing something? Lose space in, toggle mount, prepare to charge. Yeah, I could have sworn there was a withdraw button, unless I'm mistaken.
Nothing remains of this unit now.
Oh well, in that case we're going to charge in. Okay, apologies about that, I had to make a quick edit then as I was coughing my lungs up. So I can't find the withdraw button for some reason, so what we're going to do, we're going to have an epic charge now into this unit by here. Lannisport levies, we're going to zoom into this and actually watch it in its glory. Just suicide Roose Bolton, we may as well not. Then once we get to the end of this battle, then I'll talk about the actual statistics of what sort of would have happened. Hopefully we get a nice little visual of this charge. Oh, it looks beautiful! That looks beautiful! Oh yes. Oh yes, that's good. Dragonheart just got a bit too excited then, but that looks really cool. Just to see him appear over the brow of the hill and then just slam straight into them, that's pretty cool. I should have used some of the abilities we've got though. Run them down, we'll use some of these now. We haven't been using any abilities at all. We use hero as well. I can be your hero, baby. Roose can kiss away the pain. Okay, we'll get back over here now. We've wiped out the Lannisport levies. Obviously, at choke point, you just don't send cavalry over a choke point. We've got some javelin outriders here, and we've got some crossbowmen here. So, oh, actually, matter of fact, nope. Might be able to do something here. I'm going to play this a little bit tactically because let's give Roose some credit. He isn't a total idiot. We're going to go to the javs, sort of here, and now we'll charge them. Turn back around. Prepare to charge. Prepare to charge. Prepare to charge. All going to charge in now. We've picked off one of the cav units. They've actually moved away. Quite surprised, but it looks like Tywin's reforming his line and his army over here, but they've sent javelins across against 3 of these and they're out of range of most of the other stuff now as well. So Roose is able to actually get a win against the outriders by here. I'm going to just charge over, we're going to charge spears, we may as well. Or do we go for Tywin? Let's go for Tywin, let's see if we can get a little charge on Tywin. Make sure we're on double time. Are we running? Yeah, we're moving fast. Fast forward this as well. We're not going to get a Tywin. Tywin's well defended. You just don't touch Tywin Lannister in a battle like this. Be fair, we've got quite a lot of cav left. Let's go for the jab. Let's go this flank instead. Super triple speed charge. Okay, let's get on plate. Wipe out the levies. We are actually picking off quite a lot of the troops, to be fair. Okay, Tywin's getting involved now. Would it be epic if we had a one-on-one with Tywin and Roose Bolton right now? They're the last men left in both their units. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, we'll use steal yourselves, and we'll use hero as well. Run them down. Get all our abilities going. May as well. See if I can get some action shots for you guys again as well. Zoom into this. There we go. Let's get a zoom cam. Bolton and Lannister troops fighting it out to the death. Amazing, isn't it, guys? Absolutely amazing. I love the design. Just credit goes to the mod. You know, the modders. they've done a fantastic job in, you know, creating this. You think of the time that would have gone into making the shields, the units, the design work, the scripting, you know, just like I'm a complete novice when it comes to mods and knowing stuff about that side of things. And I think the nearest thing I've ever done to modding something is changing some game files for like Football Manager and Pro Evolution Soccer back, you know, years ago, and that's very basic stuff. So I don't really, you know, the work that goes into this is absolutely insane. So, you know, credit to them, they've done an amazing job. I'm one satisfied dragon after playing this. But it looks amazing, doesn't it, guys? Just, you know, the work, and we've got so many other factions to cover in this series as well. Roose Boltons has been killed as well. I wonder if I can find his body. Doubt I'll be able to. They've actually run away. They've actually run away. We've actually lost. So Roose died in this totally non-canon battle that we had, recreating the battle on the Green Fork. So now we'll bring up the screen right here. The battle details. Battle on the Green Fork. Lannister versus Stark / Bolton. So on the Lannister side, the commanders actually were Lord Tywin Lannister, Sir Gregor Clegane, Sir Kevan Lannister, and Sir Adam Marbrand. They were the commanders. The troop strength, as I alluded to earlier, would have been about 20,000. About 7,500 of these would have been horsemen, and about 12,500 would have been foot soldiers, or infantry. And they had about 300 or so mountain clansmen as well. And as I said earlier, the casualties would have been very minimal losses on every flank of the Lannisters. For the Stark and Bolton army, the commanders would have been Lord Roose Bolton, Sir Willis Manderley, Lord Medgar Cerwyn. It would have been Harry and Karstark, and it would have been Lord Harris Hornwood. Now, the troop strength would have been about 17,000 or so soldiers, but 16,800 of these were about Stark footmen and about 500 horsemen, hence why the horsemen in this battle were just Bolton troops, because I think that's what would have happened, although we did throw a few extra Boltons in there just to try them out. The casualties would have been over 5,000, and we had Harris Hornwood was dead, and then Medgar Cerwyn was a prisoner of war along with Harry and Karstark and Sir Willis Manderley. And of course, the result was a Lannister victory. So that's actually what happened on the battle on the Green Fork. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm loving making them at the moment, and I'm planning to make a lot more and do as many battles from the War of the Five Kings as I possibly can. Plus, I'll do some other custom battles as well. If you've got a battle you want me to do, then just request it in the comment section below, guys, and I'll do it for you. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.